Sounds great.
Okay.
So let's hit the first one here. Hot topic. Blue chip NFT project Moonbirds signs with Hollywood talent agents UTA. The NFT focused company was founded by early stage Facebook and Twitter investor Kevin Rose and designer Justin Mazel in February 22. The company also has the Proof Collective and Oddities NFT collections in its catalog. Yeah, they're definitely doing well. We'll put it that way. I heard a little chuckle from Stephan over there. Have you been following Moonbirds? What are your thoughts? What does Satoshi think of Moonbirds?
I'm not following them. Just the name, Moonbird.
Gotcha. Yeah.
To the moon. Yes, of course. For me, it's just a big scam. Sorry to say, but it's nothing else than a pyramid scheme trying to find a more stupid buyer. It's sorry, but it's a speculation game.
Right. I think though that there's some interesting things happening there where there's been a lot of moves into entertainment and whether it's music or film, or these projects that kind of bridge the gap there, the animated series and things of that nature. And so I think it's interesting to see where it will go once Hollywood really has its arms around some of these projects, whether it's like Gary V's V Friends and what he's trying to do there, or the projects from Yuga Labs. I'm curious to see where it goes, where they can take things, because we know,
Absolutely.
There's a lot of motivation there to try to bring things to the masses, which basically creates value for these very large companies and these very large agencies. And if there's value there, I think these guys may be able to ultimately unearth it for the most legitimate projects. But I guess time will tell on those. An interesting move on their part, though.
I had this measure stock that if you create a token and you want people to buy this token because you're going to do a project for music or Bored Apes or whatever, then it's just a speculation vehicle and pump and dump scheme. But as I said, there is a lot of projects and companies in BSV that actually is building with the music industry, with the bloggers and vloggers and all of that, and actually building system, but they are not selling a token to anyone to invest in. They are building the technology for the users. When they buy music, they get a token and they can now pay directly to the artists or to everybody involved in that. So using it in the right way, but not as an investment vehicle. That's I had advisors who wanted me to do that with UNISOT a couple of years ago, to create this token, and you get millions of billions into your company and you can build whatever you like. But luckily I didn't do that, because SEC will come to you, like we see now with Binance and everybody, that SEC, they are slow, but they are coming. Like 3-4 years later, they will come knock on your door because you have now unregistered securities, and that's not allowed for a reason.
Yeah. It's
sorry to bang down on the Moonbird. I don't know Moonbird, so I shouldn't say anything about them. But in general,
again, time will tell, right? Time will. Yes. We know that for sure, right? So, what do you got next?
A fascinating space. We got another one for Stephan to rip apart. So, YouTuber Logan Paul's Cryptozoo NFT project is a total mess. Given Logan Paul's dubious history on YouTube, it probably doesn't come to surprise. Cryptozoo NFT project has allegedly turned out to be a scam. Allegedly, some investors end up losing $500,000, according to an independent YouTube reporter, CoffeeZilla. Development of Cryptozoo has been stalled due to alleged non-payment of coders.
What did I say?
Yeah. Right. Yeah, it is. I'd say definitely a mess. One thing I think that's good, at least I think, for the folks that are involved, is a lot of folks are talking about it, including Logan Paul, and he'll answer questions about it and explain what was going on there and where mistakes were made on a bunch of different accounts. and I think seems to be transparent and open about what was happening there. Now the perspective on, you know, what did the developers do or not do, what were they owed or not owed, I think there's a lot of subjectivity, you know, there. So you know, you really have to take all sides, I guess, into account when trying to figure out what happened there. But I think it's cool at least that, you know, the folks involved are like willing to talk about it openly and explain their side of the story. And there's somewhere probably in the middle that's the truth there. But I did hear that they are trying to continue the project. And there's a few things I got to wrap up there, but that it is happening in the background. So again, time will tell, right? Is it something he's going to be able to deliver on and make real and create value based on all of his intellectual property for his followers? I don't know, TBD.
Yeah, well, I think the dangerous thing here, specifically with a famous person like him, is that he has a lot of followers that have no idea what they are investing in, and think, okay, because it's him, I'm going to invest, and then they're investing more than they should, and now they're effed and lost maybe their whole saving account and pension account and everything. And it's so, for me, it's so super obvious that don't do that, don't put your money into this. But everybody want to be quick, rich quick, so they are very tempted to do this, of course. But as like in any casino, the house is winning every single time. So maybe,
or sometimes
maybe
the house is losing too. Everybody just gets, everybody kind of gets consumed.
I'm sure
by the
there
mess.
is. I know. I'm sure there are some guys making money on this. Maybe some consultants and some developers or something like that. So I don't know the story exactly, but
well, I think that the interesting point here, and I think there's a trend of this in some of these NFT projects and crypto projects, and there's a sort of like a tongue-in-cheek aspect to it, but at the same time, it doesn't help from the outside perspective. You know, Cryptozoo is kind of feels like what it's turning out to be in terms of it's a zoo of a bunch of different things going on, and it's a bit of a mess. And the one thing to Logan Paul's, I don't want to say credit, but something, he's generating value, through what he does, like by having all of these viewers, entertaining people, whatever it is that he's doing, it's generating value for the platforms that he's on, be it YouTube or Twitter or whatever.
I so wish that he could do that in a real way.
Right.
Ask some real experts on this. Not some NFT experts, but some real financial experts. There are companies, there are experts in this out in the world, and this crypto is new, NFT is new, but actually not. Crypto is not new. Crypto existed already in the 90s. There were thousands of cryptos already then, but most of them were centralized. So it's nothing new, and the way of doing these scams, as I call them, is not new either. I mean, you had the same with stocks. You have the same with everything else before crypto. It's just another medium now. It's crypto, and everybody thinks it's new and innovative, but it's the same methodology as always. So.
Well, that's it for our hot topics today.